Hi, my name is Jessica Barnes. I'm going to do a formal analysis on a naturalistic photograph by Karen Noor, and the photograph is called Durga's Mount from an Indian song called Canción de la India.
So to start off, this photograph has several different lines: horizontal, vertical, hard, implied, and curved. The horizontal lines create distractions while the vertical lines tend to call to attention. The hard lines are presented here since they are rigid and defined strokes. The implied lines are not necessarily there, however, we make up a line that is there. The curved lines suggest fluidity and movement. Also, there are organic and geometric shapes present. Along functions of the line, there are contour lines which define the edges and forms in the photograph. The texture here is visual because if you look closely to the tiger's hair, it is shown to be smooth and silky. Visual texture is only what we can perceive. Direction and movement appear towards the bottom here as the organic shapes make way to the tiger. This is called implied movement since the organic shapes are being repeated. Our eyes follow what is called directional forces, which in this photograph it is the organic shapes making directional force towards the tiger. The tiger creates a figure-ground relationship by making a positive space, and the floor around it is making negative space. Light shows here in a few places. For example, the tiger is highlighted and the windows bring in sunshine. Light emphasizes features on the tiger's body through highlight. It helps it to stand out. Value is represented with the relative lightness or darkness of any features. For example, value is shown in the mirror image and around the shadow of the tiger. Value creates spatial illusions in the way it defines forms. There are high key and low key values that show its transitions from light to dark. The high key are the lighter values like shown in the mirror and the windows, while the low key values fall below the tiger, near the baseboard of the wall, and in several paintings on the wall. This photo has primary colors like yellow, red, and blue, secondary colors like violet, orange, and green. The tertiary colors used are bluish green and blue-violet, and the neutrals used are black, white, and brown. The hue in this photo create both a cold and warm temperature by using blues, greens, and violets for cool colors and yellow, orange, and red for the warm colors. This shows a sense of space by using foreground, middle ground, and background, as well as overlapping of the figures that gives perception of depth on the two-dimensional photo. This photo is asymmetrical because if you were to cut it in half, both halves would not be identical. Finally, the most important part of this is the focal point. The tiger is the focal point because there are directional forces leading to it, causing the tiger to be the main focus. Tigers symbolize strength, confidence, and focus, which makes it demand the whole attention.
So this is the end of my formal analysis. Thank you for listening.